Welcome home, Bitcoin Truth Seekers. Going to do this quickly. All right, let me just make sure the microphone is working. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Good to go. So, BitcoinDailyView.com got more for you there. Something of interest recently that was pointed out to me is the HSI index. It's just HSI, and it reflects basically the Asian economy. This is still a new one for me, but it's been pumping recently, and it's worth noting. I'm going to learn more about this and start including it in things that we look at to kind of see an idea of the global happiness in the market. But the HSI, something to note is if we do a reverse Fibonacci sequence, which always like makes me dizzy. So basically, rather than bottom up, it's top down. If we go back to like the 10th of February, and you cruise down to the recent low, it's recovered about 50% after some seriously hard dump. And it's now above the 20 WMA. So it's beginning to make a comeback. And right above that 618 golden pocket would be the 50 moving average. So whatever this is, it's making things happen. So the Hang Seng Index, it's a big deal. It's been dumping probably with, war stuff like everything else, but it's making a harsh, crazy comeback. Look at that gap on the daily. It's a daily chart. Look at that gap in the opening. So stuff is going on there. I'm going to start learning more about this and including it because definitely, during the world at war, it has, the more hooks we can get in things to see what the world is doing, the better. So we'll keep rocking. Also, it's official. Binance secures a license to operate in Dubai. Whatever. That's cool. I dig it. I'm glad they're doing that. I wonder if Dubai, well, it already is, but I wonder if it will continue being a place where tech companies, especially crypto companies, really is what I mean, begin to headquarter to be left alone and do business. I'm going to put this in the chat right now. It's linked to over at Bitcoin Daily View Telegram chat. I'm going to link it here in the live chat. This is a little bit of a prepper crazy thing, but it's not really. You might want to check this out. This is by John Spencer, a cool character, the mini manual for the Urban Defender. I know it looks pretty rednecky, but check this out. It's got some amazing stuff. Look at this. I read some of this guy's books and the Spencer Standing Orders. It's interesting. 8 rules for attacking a city, 6 main elements of any defense, general information. This guy breaks it down. So anyway, with the world crazy as it is, especially depending on where you live in the war, yes, depending on where you live in this war, you might want to check this out. It has value. Is that Dresden? Looks like it. Anyway, guys, because Dresden-looking cities are back in style, if you hadn't noticed. All right, looking at the top 100 crypto, enough news. Bitcoin's coming in at 41,988 right now. We definitely have some green in the market. It's a mix of green and red, but mostly everything is either neutral or slightly green. Avalanche doing well, 7.8% up. Let's see other things. Pancake Swap up 18%. I really dig this, and it makes me wonder if with this current market volatility, and I believe possibly a bounce off the bottom for Bitcoin, are we seeing the extreme shitcoiners who are buying things on Uniswap? Are they buying? It very, very well could be. I mean, Pancake Swap is cranking. I'm not sure why it would be, other than the fact people are using Uniswap and basically ultimately using Pancake Swap. It just seems to me that like the shitcoiners are seriously shitcoining, and looking at some of the extreme shitcoins that I do have, the ones you can't find on major exchanges, they're definitely at an all-time low. And if I had more capital, I'd be dumping it in right now. Let me tell you what. Okay, so Cello, a cool project, up 17%. We got some big gainers, and also basic authentication token, BAT, up 5%. That thing's been on a rocket ship to Pluto recently. So we definitely have a lot of neutrality, but it tends to be a bit of green tinted neutrality in the market right now. Nice to see top 100 doing okay, if not good. All right, looking at the Bitcoin trading volume last 24 hours, here's the deal. It's Thursday. And usually Thursday is followed by Friday, and weekends recently definitely have been a time of low volume. People, work on enforcing their bunkers and stuff like that on the weekends. Also, it's a holiday weekend here. I've noticed a lot of people are doing like the St. Patrick's Day thing. And so this could be a very low volume weekend. Right now, it's already shaping up to be. We've had a beautiful volume recently, above 4 billion, above 5 billion. Right now, we're at 2.7 billion or 2.8 billion if you round up. You want to be above 3 for a good day. This is awfully low. So volume is definitely tapering off really quickly as we roll into this weekend. Beware, that's probably going to mean volatility towards the downside. I personally do not like to trade alts without a tight stop. I mean, I got to be very certain of them making a powerful move if I'm going to be trading when Bitcoin's below the 200 moving average on the 45-minute chart, and also when Bitcoin trading volume is below 3 billion, and it's probably going to be a volatile market towards the downside. It's just too easy for the whales to play their games at that point. All right, this here says 3.3 billion. So cryptometer.io is slightly more optimistic, says 3.3 billion. We're down 28% last 24 hours. Market buy orders down 35%, market sell orders up 20%. So as you can see, we are getting into weekend stagnant kind of territory. Be careful. I personally would not be long in Bitcoin right now, unless you are talking, dollar cost averaging and stuff. If you look right here, the volume is okay in the market, looking at the big exchanges, but look, they're all in the red. They're all slowing down, all of them a lot. So volume is definitely going down. As you can see, the 7-day graph here, all the big exchanges, volume is seriously diving off. Derivatives here, good God, you want to be at least 50 billion for the market to be doing anything on Binance for derivatives. That's longs and shorts leverage. We're at 36 billion. That sucks ass. We need to be at least at 50. So really, volume is absolutely potty right now. So beware. Looking at longs versus short sentiment on Binance. Longs are 69%, shorts are 30%. All right, that's for Bitcoin. For Ethereum on Binance, we got 70% long, 29% short. So definitely we have a nice long bias for Ethereum and Bitcoin, but I would beware. With that volume, even if the chart looks good, just be careful. Looking at S&P 500 today, a green candle and a green candle yesterday. The green candle right now is getting ready to, probably not today, but maybe Friday, maybe if the market continues up, maybe Monday, I could see a 50 moving average cross and a 200 moving average cross on the daily with S&P 500. That would be friggin' spiffy. I'll tell you what. Looking at the Russell 2000 index, just past the yesterday, the WMA, 20 WMA. That's very, very good. And also we just today we crushed the 50 moving average. If we can close above that, good. That's a good sign. Dollar strength index, the DXY, is dumping, which usually means that global good is increasing. All right. So with that said, looking at gold on top here, it pumped, it dumped, gave a lot back. It wicked down to the 618 golden pocket, found support on the 0.5 fib level, and it's making a move. Let's see how that rolls. This is a daily chart looking okay. Gold definitely retraced a bit after pumping so much, and now it's moving back up. Silver, pretty much doing the same thing. It actually made a 314 moving average bounce here on the daily, wicked down to the 0.5 fib level, and it's holding support above the 382. It pumped, it gave some back, now it's moving back up. Cool, good to go. It also means that most likely money that we're seeing out of the crypto market might be going into metals, might be going into USD, might be going into British pound sterling, who knows? But basically, this is going to be interesting to watch as this weekend progresses, because this is definitely a trend in the action. So let's see how it rolls. All right, looking at CFD, this is US oil. That's the ticker. It's kind of interesting how all these things have a similar movement. The US oil, basically how much it costs in the US for a barrel of oil, has right now, is currently $103. Damn, we cannot get below that $100 level very long. So it definitely went down below 100. It kind of went to the 0.5 fib level. It went to the 50 moving average and it made a bounce there. And now it's working at 382 fib level, and it's going to challenge that 20 WMA. So definitely oils and metals are making a comeback. All right. Now, looking at Bitcoin on the daily, it's making a beautiful bounce off the 786 fib level. We have a daily MACD cross, which is still playing out. It's positive. It's getting more and more positive. That's wonderful to see. Now we got to challenge that 618 golden pocket between like 44,500 and 43,000. So that's a good level to get if we can kind of find some support in there. That's wonderful. The 314 moving average is not far from that. And of course, the 200 moving average is kind of hanging out around 48,000. So I have a way to go to get really, really positive again. But still, if we can get some nice momentum above that 786 fib level and then hang out in the golden pocket of the 618, make a move above that, find support, definitely that's going to be party time, especially with a powerful MACD. This Fibonacci sequence starts back on July 20th, goes up to the high, and now it's, as you can see, it's playing out. This all sticks very, very well to the price action. So I think this has a lot of validity. All right, this is a 45-minute chart. Up here, you can see this in the gray here is the 618 golden pocket. It is the same Fibonacci sequence you're seeing right here with the 618 golden pocket. So same thing, just shorter time frame. This is really important. This is rocking to me. We have low volume, okay, and that just means to me that the bulls and the bear, well, the bulls and the bears, who are the whales, bulls, and bears have the opportunity to manipulate, and watch out because, you know, one of the things where they can certainly make money, where they're certain, okay, of making money is right here. You know, massive pump and dump. So it's easier for them to dump it than pump it. I do believe from what I've heard from people in the know, this is just what I've heard. I don't exactly know for sure, but I've been told by people who do these things that it's way easier to dump it than to pump it. It just basically costs more money and they make more money. So when the volume is low, like it is, and we're heading into a weekend, a holiday weekend, beware. This chart looks good for Bitcoin, but just watch out because, in my opinion, we are in whale manipulation territory. But on a good note, check this out. We've been above the 200 moving average now on the 45-minute chart for 1 day and 17 hours. When you're above 12 hours, that's good. When you're above 24 hours, that's good. When you're above 48 hours, that's good. So this is a beautiful thing. This is a good place that we're at. You want to stay above the 200 moving average. This is wonderful. This is very, very powerful. We are going sideways. It's nice. There's something about the level that we're at. If you notice, this is just kind of interesting. One to watch is like right here, where we're at is where you also see that there was support and resistance right there in that massive dump. It actually had a bit of a hesitation there. So we are at a good spot. This is a good spot to have to hang out at. Let's actually look at some indicators here. Definitely building support right there. Let's see, we're above that range. The whales really were keeping us for a while, so this could be a healthy thing. Just watch out, low volume. If we get some volatility, if we get a dump this weekend, or it's not quite weekend yet, tomorrow's Friday, but if we do get a dump, don't sweat it. The trick really is, if we go to the 200 moving average to make a bounce, that's totally fine. That's who even cares. That's totally fine. That would be a lot of percent. And it would be just fine. It wouldn't be a big deal. If I use the forecast tool here and look, if we dump to the 200, that's like 3%. So as long as we stay above that, we're fine. And as long as we bounce there, we're fine. That's definitely a place where, whales would manipulate to catch those shorts and make some serious money. Looking at the indicators in general here, they're on the up and up. So we have strong indicators. Just watch out because we have strong indicators, but we have weak volume. All right. Should be ENO versus USDT. I'm only going to look at I'm only going to look at SHIB versus USD right now, just to kind of keep these short. Right now, there's lots of alts doing good things, but everything is kind of pumped and leveled out sideways that I can see. So I'm just going to mention SHIB versus USD, and you've got recently the strong break above the 200 moving average back on the 16th of March. And for Shane Utley, he mentions this. Just jumping in, champ. Good morning, brother. BTC and ETH breaking the symmetrical today. I don't know, because I gotta admit, I don't really trade that shape. I know what you're talking about, but I hadn't looked at it previously. If you have a chart, if you got a chart, then post a link to it and I'll bring it up here. We can check it out. I know what you're talking about as far as the symmetrical today, but I'm not sure what timeline, like what candle length you're talking about. And I don't really use that chart shape. So I'm not really familiar with it. But people are always welcome to post stuff in the live chat because I will check it out. So SHIB versus USD, we bounced back on the, got above the 200 moving average very, very powerfully, and the 314 moving average, getting a blue diamond merit badge way back around like the 16th or 17th of March. That's a good thing. We've been staying above, and that's nice. But okay, recently with volatility, we have once again visited a 200 moving average on the 45-minute chart, but we did not. On a good note, we did not actually go below the 200 moving average very long. We kind of bounced off the bottom of the RSI cave, and the indicators all here are a little bit spooky, but they're overall sideways are turning up. It needs a little bit of work. It's a 15-minute chart. Sorry about that. Let's look at a 15-minute chart. So for immediate price action, it's looking good on the 15-minute chart. On the 45-minute chart, We've got a nice burst back here on, was that like the 16th of March? We got above the 200 in the 314 on the 45-minute chart. We rode the 314, couldn't hold it. We just came down to the 200, but we are bouncing. Indicators here look a little weak, but good because the stochastic RSI is turning up. Lazy Bear, wave trend oscillator by Lazy Bear is turning up. When these two are in agreement at the bottom, powerful. So, I wouldn't exactly trade this right now, but this is a good spot. I'm going to have this on my watch list because this guy definitely, SHIB has got, if you look at let's do like a daily chart here on SHIB, you can see that, I mean, this thing had a remarkable, oh crap, sorry about that. Boom. Shiba Inu had a remarkable run up. I mean, I could like, gosh, like what is that? I mean, that was like, looking at the forecast tool, when this thing started to run up, it did like 972% in 25 days. So pretty much, 1,000% in a month. That is friggin' awesome. And really, I tell you, things tend to do again what they've done. All right. That's just been something that I have found. And, SHIB right now on the daily is below the 200 moving average. That's not really powerful, but also it is flirting with, well, let's just say it's all right. Let's look at some indicators. It's speculative right now, but from where it's sitting right now, if it was to hit an all-time high or anywhere near it, even like removing the wicks, let's go to about here, in like a similar time frame, like give it like 34 days. That could be like even getting back to, near all-time recent highs. That'd be like 250%. So anyway, guys, we'll see how that plays out. It's just one that I'm watching, so I'm just mentioning it because I think it definitely has some powerful action going for it. Let's see how it plays out. It's making this on the 45-minute chart. It has broken above. See, also, let me look at it one more other way here. And this is kind of a speculative trade, I'll be honest with you. So I think the market fundamentals are there for it. But why I say it's speculative is just because, this isn't necessarily what I would, buy right now if I was trading. It's not in the right spot. But what I like is it's made some serious gains in the past. It's been riding that 200 at 314 for a while down. It's been given a lot down. I mean, giving a lot back. And so with that said, we can see oftentimes a break above is just that it breaks and then it can't hold it. But eventually you give enough back where, bam, it's going to actually make that move. So it's one to watch. It's because right now, 15-minute chart shows we're in a good spot. We're making a bounce. And that's in the midst of a lot of volatility. 45-minute chart, it's looking pretty spiffy. It just needs to gain a little bit of self-confidence. And I think that SHIB could get sorry about that. I'm having like one of those moments here. All right. Arrow, bam. It just needs to make a bounce off this 200 moving average and hold it. And we'll see how that rolls out. It's getting a chance again to make a move. So let's see if it does. So with that said, Ruin, not in a good spot. Bat going sideways. Sol versus BTC, dumping hard. Sol versus USDT. How's that doing? Doing good. Cooling off, though. That's the thing. All the alts, like 1 inch is looking good here. 1 inch versus BTC was kind of an interesting trade I was looking at, but it's going sideways. I thought maybe that would gain against BTC pretty well, but it has not. Right now, like I say, volatility is going to increase. I would guess towards the downside because that's what the whales do right now. We're heading into a holiday weekend. So, in my opinion, go be absolutely silly American and go drink some green beer or something like that. Take the weekend off and let's watch and see. Unless we get some serious volume cranking up, not financial advice, but myself personally, I'm just going to hang out in my long-term hodls and maybe join the pancake swap shitcoin buying party. And other than that, that's it. Let's see how this weekend goes. I hope for peace. I hope nobody gets blown up in the Ukraine today and all that kind of stuff. So I will see everybody tomorrow. Take care. And we'll keep trying to make these more powerful and quicker.